The MG Barbatos eye effect parts that also come with the full mechanics V-fin for the Lupus Rex. This is a weird third-party thing that you can get from Samuel Decal, I believe. USA Gundam Store also carries them. I figured why not try and paint one and see what we have going on. Because 3D printing my own, I didn't feel like it. You know, the less I can do, the better. Frankly, I guess I could see the appeal of this effect part, considering Bandai doesn't come with one, and most people tend to do like some cheap plastic that they paint blue or red and heat it up a little bit to do some wavy lines, and everyone acts like they're really impressed by it, like, whoa, what creativity, and it's kind of like, you could do this if you just really thought about it. But enough keeping it real, let's be honest here. I would say it's not a bad buy. It's running about 17 USD. But frankly, I don't know, it's a little wonky. In the sense of you have to do some modification. You have to sand down some of the ball joints to get them to actually stick inside of the sockets, which if you don't do, I have seen people do reviews for this saying that they broke it. So keep that in mind. If you can't fit it the first time, sand it down, then try again. Don't try and force it. There are no instructions, though it seems pretty self-explanatory to put together. So far for the MG Barbatos, I've got to say the V-fin, very loose. You can get it to fit if you fiddle with it long enough, but it's easy to pop out of place, like incredibly easy, almost frustratingly easy. And some people might use glue to keep it in place. I guess you could if you so choose to do so. I didn't opt for that. It also comes in their own plated gold. It's not that great. I immediately stripped it off because it looked kind of terrible. It's the typical sort of gold plating you'd expect from a third-party company that also puts the runners on visible areas. So if you cut them, you got these big black spots on your gold-plated V-fin. It leaves you with no choice but to paint it if you care. The red glowing effects are very strange. If you look closely, it doesn't look like it's coming out of the Barbatos' eyes. It looks like an elk's head. I mean, really, it's just, it doesn't fit the vibe. Now, I'm pretty sure you're sitting there going, why are the LEDs green? Because I put green LEDs in it at the time. I decided to illustrate just how easy it is for the V-fin to pop off. As you can see here, I was basically filming it, and the V-fin just jumped right off. Now you gotta fiddle, a lot of fiddling, there we go, there we go. Let's hope it doesn't pop out of place again. There isn't much I can say about this. I will admit that if you're interested in this sort of effect on your MG Barbatos or your full mechanics Lupus Rex, then you might want to invest the money into it. But if you're not going to paint it at all, it's just going to look like crappy clear plastic. It's not the best quality, it's not the worst, but it's nothing too special. I would recommend painting it to get a little bit more vibrance out of it. If you're not a painter, then leave it clear, I guess. Maybe you like it as is. I will recommend this to people who are basically Iron Blood Orphan hardcore fans that spend their time on Twitter comparing the Barbatos versus every other Gundam that's ever been made. Which one would win in a fight? The answer's Barbatos. And I sit there and I go, my God, living their life through Mikazuki. Newsflash, he isn't real.